I didn't get my
Oh,
my.
we already live. I couldn't stop it. I tried to stop it.
Oh, hey, y'all.
Hey, we tried to stop the line because she was still getting in place, but I couldn't stop the button.
I was like,
Welcome
oh,
back. We are back. And if you're new here, we appreciate you joining us. Replay watchers, thank you.
thanks, guys.
Replay watchers, thank you. Listen, some of the games went just the way we thought, and some of the games didn't.
Nope. Like the one that I was definitely going to text you afterward, like in the middle of when I was like, dang. No, I
Which
saw
one was
you.
that?
Well, the thing about it is, I saw you on live for halftime when you, not halftime, but it was when you were doing the first
First
quarter of the
one.
Steelers, right? And I meant to message you then and be like, yeah, so I'm changing my my team from the Bills. I mean, from the Lions to the Bills.
Oh my gosh. Now they came back and made it a good game, but Josh Allen, I think he has secured the MVP. Every time I say Josh Allen has secured the MVP, Lamar Jackson have a game and say, you better back it up.
That is
You
true.
can't give it to him. You're going to have to vote on this thing fair and square. But 48-42.
That was a 90-point game. But I did know that it was going to be a high scoring
We
game, though.
did. We both said, I
Yeah,
said 40-38. You said 38-35. And we both thought them doggone Lions was going to win.
I had a feeling, but then I was like, at the start of the game, I was like, I think the Bills going to come there and run. And
Yeah,
they did.
they did. They
So,
did. They did. I mean, he looked, all I saw was highlights, but all I can say is that young man is having the time of his life.
he is.
He really, really is. I'm getting ready to try. I wrote down most of the scores already. I mean, box scores, but I didn't write his yet. He was 23 of 35 for 362, averaging 10.6 yards per pass, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Wow.
That's amazing. And he rushed for 68 yards. So James Cook rushed for 105. So, and now Detroit started off pretty doggone. So now this to me concerns me quite a bit. Jared Goff was 38 of 59. That's way too many passes to be thrown. 494 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Sacked 3 times, but that's just way too many passes.
I mean, he also, Sam Laporta hasn't really been a factor in a lot of games I've been having him. I definitely have him in my fantasy football, so I'll be holding on and I'll be like, oh, Sam. But Amon-Ra St. Brown had a great game.
Yes, he did. 193, 14 receptions, 193. He was targeted 18 times. Now, Laporta did good, though. He had 111 yards, 7 receptions on 10 targets.
And no touchdowns. I need touchdowns.
No, he did not.
I need a touchdown.
Okay, I'm sorry. I understand.
I'm talking to somebody who says it, which is true. I mean, when you get into fantasy, it throws everything off that you be like, I want this person. I need this person to get a touchdown. I don't want you to get a touchdown. I need you to get a touchdown. So that's where it becomes a little iffy.
Now speaking of rushing quarterbacks, let's stay there. Lamar Jackson only trails Michael Vick in NFL history.
I love it.
When they said that, I mean, we've talked about Lamar and his passing quite a bit. But to hear it today, it hit me different.
Of how he runs a lot?
No, that he's number 2 all-time in NFL history as far as rushing quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You hear it. You've said it. I've heard the yards. I've heard it. But to hear that he only trails Michael Vick hit different today.
We said that earlier.
Listen, I know that. I acknowledge that. I just said it hit different today. Maybe because he added 5 passing touchdowns. And I wrote this down. Wait a minute. He had a quarterback rating of 154.6. The highest it can go is 158.3.
Wow.
He had more touchdowns than incomplete passes.
Wow.
That's a clip for you, Vanessa. More touchdowns than incomplete passes. And he had 90% completion in the first half.
But I remember saying that in the thing. I said they're playing the Giants, so at this point in time, this is a game to just ball out and just have fun in.
Like, yeah, and he did.
Different people in it, so
hey. He did. Now he did fumble or something. The first possession, he said, pissed him off, made him mad. So he was awesome after that. Now I know we jumping all around and we just talking. But let me go and get my sadness out the way so I can move on.
I was right, though.
Nah, yeah. Go ahead.
I was right. So we're going to start with that part, you guys. I know she usually gets really sad at me and like kind of be like, oh, when I go against her Steelers. But I was right.
I know. You were right. I mean, I knew in my heart that we probably would not beat them, but Today, I did not write down heart and head, and football on this, although I kind of knew for real, because that offensive line and their defense is number one, has been. So I kind of knew. But anyway, go on while I soak in my misery.
Final score. Oh, and you guys, Jalen Hurts was hurt earlier with he had like some type of injury to his non-dominant throwing hand. It was to his finger, so he still played.
Yeah. Now TJ did hurt his ankle, but the X-rays were negative. So, Russell said, yeah, it was tough loss, but we just need to look at the film and focus and get ready for Baltimore.
And
he said it happens.
You said what?
He said that they were disappointed, but they were ready. Philly was ready. He called the different plays. That fumble. Najee was not looking at the ball. He was looking at the hole. Ray Charles saw that hole. Look at the ball. Get the ball. Now, one thing that Tomlin said last week or a couple of days ago, I've been saying this, and I see other teams do it, and I wanted to jump through the screen. When the opposing team is throwing the ball, our defenders stand there like, oh, he gonna catch the ball. Okay, I'm gonna tackle him after he catch the ball. And they got all of these yards in between, and they like, okay, he catching it. Okay, I'm gonna go dive and get him. Why not run up there, put your hand, and all you have to do, and I've been clearly watching all these defenders, a lot of them, all you doing, running, and you swat, all you got to do is swat at the ball. Go for the ball. You good. You are good.
But you know what happens is they don't do that, and that's how we get pass interference calls, because they don't do it. They always wrap their arm around the player for some reason. I don't know why. And then, or they'll kind of wrap it and then kind of do that, which is not what you're supposed to do.
No, that ain't it either.
No, I really want you to kind of slide.
And if you don't do that, just get your hump-hots in front of them and just catch the ball. And I'm going to say this. I was getting dressed. And I heard all this screaming on the TV.
You talking about when they got in a fight? Oh, no, that was afterwards.
I switched games on you real quick to make my point about catching the ball. Miami was trying to get back in the game, and Tua threw the ball to Tyreek Hill. He had the ball in his hand.
Oh, we're gonna
He
demonstrate.
literally had the ball and Stingley took it out of his hand.
Wow.
He literally took the ball. They literally, you know how they say the tie go to the runner?
It's usually the offensive player, yeah.
But he had his hand on the ball, but the defender took it right out of his hand before he could make the football step. Amazing. That's my point. Why can't our defenders run fast enough, jump high enough, do something? Okay.
It's a tough loss, you guys. She's mourning. It's okay.
All right, but we got Baltimore coming. TJ is hurt. We've secured a playoff spot. They said that don't mean nothing to them. It does, but it doesn't, because they're trying to win the division. And they really, okay, the way they look today, I'm almost embarrassed to say they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I'm like, I know it's just one game. I know. Somebody who said it was one loss, don't get dramatic. Oh, that was Tomlin. He says one loss, don't get dramatic.
Not Mike Tomlin, who was cursing on the sideline, though.
Girl, did you see him curse?
Talking about, so get the F away from me.
Yes, he did. Ooh.
As you was talking about, so is this gonna be on Hard Knocks? Which I actually saw. So normally, this is very interesting that I think that they did this season for Hard Knocks, because normally it's always about the previous, or like usually with their training camp. So I was trying to figure out how they were going to do it with this one. I thought maybe they were talking about last season, but this is actually going on as the week is going, like, as we're.
Yeah, I don't like it.
This is playing out as like everything's going on. So it's very interesting to see the last 6 weeks of them with it. So.
Yeah, but when he said that, I was like, whoa. Okay.
You was like, this gonna be a hard knock, ain't it?
That's gonna be a hard knock.
We'll find out on Tuesday.
Sirianni said that he felt like it gave them an advantage seeing them on Hard Knocks. They don't give out any plays. He said he saw how he motivates his players. So that's pretty much.
I don't get how that gives.
I didn't say it. He said it.
But you know what it. I mean, that's almost like when they said, who was it last week who put out there? Oh, when the Lions, when they took a picture of the plays.
Oh my gosh!
But they still won though. So
yeah, they still that week. So anyway, we're 10-4. The Ravens are 9-5, or 10-5, 9-5. We are 10-4. Ravens are 9-5. I was right.
Okay.
The Jets have been eliminated. Miami hanging in there though. They on life support. They on life support, but they hanging. Now we jumping around, but how about the field goal game on Thursday night?
Oh my gosh, that was
a field goal game.
That was a very interesting game, because I'm like, how many field goals we gonna have? Like, it was definitely not expected. But
12-6.
Wow.
And we thought they was gonna score 30 points.
Well, I guess if we would have known it was gonna rain in this Southern California, technically.
That's a lie. It never rains in Southern California.
Southern California, but still, it rained and nobody knew how to play. Everybody was dropping balls, slips. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Now,
that was
something. Now we had, skipping around once again, we had little drama there in Cleveland. They rolled over on Patrick Mahomes' leg. It looked ugly. We know he can play on one leg. We've seen it. The x-rays were negative. He did have 2 touchdowns.
Man, they called it. They said he is week to week. Let me explain. Like, I want to put this in the NFL medical terms, as they like to do this, because I feel like week to week is basically our way of telling you, like, yeah, he injured, but we can't tell you how injured he is for real, because we don't want to give it up. But also, I mean, he's injured enough that we could probably put him on IR, but we're not gonna tell you we're gonna put him on IR though, because we need him. So he week to week. He might not play next week though, and if he does, it's gonna be very, very lit. It's gonna be limited. Yeah. We're gonna limit his running because we ain't trying to get him hurt anymore.
That's right. And I thought about that today. I'd say, since we've clinched the playoff berth, do we go ahead and let Russell slack off, or do we continue to let Russell get his red zone stuff together?
The thing about this is,
because he missed 6 games.
The thing about it is, so the difference is KC, which is what I keep saying, is Kansas City is now just playing for, they're not even playing for playoff part. They're playing for that number 1 seed. And Buffalo is literally right on the tail. So the thing about it is, they can't technically afford to lose Patrick and kind of do it. I mean, technically they could if they wanted to, but I mean, they want to play at Arrowhead. It doesn't matter. I feel like 1 and 2 seed, you technically already got your place, unless when y'all have to play each other. But I don't know. I mean, this gonna be interesting. I mean, but also the Kansas City, their next couple of games, they play. Oh well.
They play us on Christmas.
No, they play. Oh, do they? Okay, so Saturday they play Houston.
Yeah, and then they play us on Christmas.
Oh, yep. 4 days later.
Yeah.
And then week 18 they play Denver. Ooh, yeah, they can't.
Denver scored 31 points today.
Yeah, but Bo wasn't looking very good though. So they have a tough schedule at the end in order to whatever. We'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah,
I mean, like we said, we've seen Patrick play on an injured leg. I mean, the only thing I can think they're going to do is they're going to try to push him to get so they can get that first round bye. Yep, so they can give him like a week period off, and work on it. But I don't know. It'll be different if they had less. Let's put it this way: that their opponents that they were playing weren't as difficult, but the last 3 games are
just as tough as ours.
Facts.
So speaking of tough games, or games we thought were going to be tough, the Buccaneers put a shellacking on the Chargers.
I'm so
40-17. Baker had 4 touchdowns.
I'm so disappointed in these mofos. Y'all know I was going for them. Y'all know I was going for the Chargers. This is very.
I mean, he is balling out. 4 touchdowns. He's 5th in passing yards right now, tied for 3rd with touchdowns at 32.
I mean, they found a good thing when they got Baker. So
yeah, he moved around a little bit. They ran him out of Cleveland, and look what they got. They ran him out and took Deshaun. They should have fired the general manager. They should have fired him. Whoever gave Deshaun, let me say this. Let me. He's
not even on Hard Knocks. They're talking about Jameson.
Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on. Whoever signed that guaranteed money for Deshaun Watson should either be investigated, fired, all of the above. Because that's the worst. Jameis, I'm so sorry I said some things about you. Deshaun, you should pay them back their money. Okay.
Not pay them back their money.
And they got rid of Baker. Baker is playing phenomenal.
Baker also went to the Rams too as a backup.
Yeah, but
he
moved around, but look what he's doing now.
I mean, I'm all for. Well, not that he's doing well in Tampa, but I get it because at the same time, look at Sam Darnold. Look at what he's doing in Vikings. He been moving around. Everybody was like, Sam Darnold, y'all put in him, and then all of a sudden, look at what he's doing.
Now, since you said Sam Darnold,
well, they don't play until tomorrow.
They play tomorrow. Okay, now, did you see the Commanders Saints game, the ending of it?
I sure did. As I was like, first off, I was very shocked at this score because I'm like, why in the world? But also, the Saints also pulled their quarterback at one point in time and switched because it wasn't working. Then, how in the world they scored at the end, and then they went for a 2-point conversion. Now, I thought they was going to go for a field goal and just take the game to overtime, which I was which I was like, all right, go ahead and do it. And I was sitting there mad. But then when it was like, we're going to do a 2-point conversion, I was like, ooh, can y'all miss it? Ooh, is it there? Did you miss it? And I was like, yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, you missed
and I went off and I was like, why would y'all do that against the Commanders? Like, I know.
Now, Joe Burrows continues to have a phenomenal season.
Mm-hmm.
He's ranked with some Hall of Famers with the yardage he's putting up on a losing team.
Right, he's number one in the NFL, like with quarterbacks.
Him and Jamar are number one in passing and receiving yards.
That's crazy. And then right behind him is Josh Allen. But yeah, you wouldn't think that because look at their record. Well, they're 6-8 now, but
keep talking. Emergency.
They're 6-8 now, but yeah, Joe Burrow is doing phenomenal. I feel like I will continue to say this. The Bengals record does not reflect on how well they really are. I mean, come on now. You got the number one receiver and quarterback going together. So, and I'm trying to think what else happened during that game. Something happened. Hold up. Nope, that's next week.
Yeah, Joe Burrows he's having a phenomenal year. I think I saw Dan Marino on the list, a couple of other Hall of Famers on the list with having 300+ yard games on a losing team. There was some big names up there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was big names up there. But let me tell you, them Titans, they need to clean house over there too. They fired Mike Vrabel, however you say his name, but they look ridiculous over there. That doggone Will Levis, he need to listen. They need to have a special camp for the quarterbacks that throw so many interceptions in a game. After you do that, it's like you need to go to a remedial quarterback school or something, because because you cause it's almost like you buy a bad car and you just keep driving it while you're driving it down the street and it's broke, and that's like driving on a broken clutch, or you know how you strip the gears on this fire. It's just too many. I just don't get it. He was terrible. Their possession was like
surprisingly
punt. What was it? Fumble, punt. It was terrible.
Surprisingly, they only lost by 10, though.
I know. It's so surprising. Mason, listen, you know I'm a Mason Rudolph.
I know you are all for him.
When Mason came in the game, Mason threw some really good passes. He was 21 of 26 for 209 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Okay. Will Levis was 8 of 12 3 interceptions. He was pitiful. But I was getting ready to tell you something. This is what was funny to me. Not funny, but sad. Their possessions were okay. They did touchdown, then fumble, interception, punt, interception, fumble, interception, touchdown. But it was like they had 4 or 5, I think it was 5 bad possessions in a row. They just looked, but it was just sad. So, but their final score was 37-27. And last but not, well, we ain't talked too much about the Cowgirls.
I mean, they won, which was surprising.
Yeah, 30-14. We thought, well, we didn't even think they'd win. We thought the Panthers.
I did. That's what I said. When I saw that, I said, "Oh."
Okay. Yeah, we thought the Panthers was going to win, both of them. We got tricked on that one.
We also thought, guess who else we thought? We also thought the Jags were going to win too.
No, we didn't.
We didn't.
Nope.
I said the Jets would win.
That's what I thought till I looked at it. Nope, we picked the Jets.
Oh, I picked right. I had no idea. I'm like, I thought the Jags. I thought I said the Jags were going to win. No. Now I lost the Dolphins and you won because I thought the I do remember that. I was like the Texans are going to win this one.
I thought the Dolphins would pull it out. Tua, he looked decent, but now DeBose left on a stretcher. They cut his jersey off, had to administer oxygen on the field. He was on the field for 10 minutes.
What happened? He got hit?
He got hit in the neck area.
Oh, gosh. No.
Yeah, they cut his jersey off, and administered oxygen. So in other words, his heart stopped on the field. Isn't that right, nursey? Yeah. No. Okay. All right. Don't say nothing. All right. Moving on. One game we haven't talked about yet. The Patriots and the Cardinals. Kyler Murray was 23 of 30 for 224. And the Cardinals led the entire game, which is no surprise. But James Conner, last week I was just talking about the number of consecutive 100-yard games. I need to investigate. But he had 110 yards today.
Mm-hmm.
But now one interesting fact that I did hear. Well, Tua got sacked 3 times. He had 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. I told you about the unbelievable play that Darryl Stingley Jr. just took the ball out of his hand. But McDonald, the coach of Miami, is 4-7 in December and January. That's a lot of losses.
That is a lot of losses.
In the thick of the thing. Yeah. So, but those are all the games. Recap. We didn't set the timer. We went over our 15 minutes recap, but that's okay. But that's the week 15 recap. We're going to shoot these predictions. They will be up and posted by Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for watching the comments. We appreciate them. We try to respond as soon as possible. Keep the comments coming. And, keep watching. Like, follow, tell a friend, bring a friend. We might do a gift card giveaway since the Steelers got to play on Christmas Day.
That's our gift.
We might just give away a gift card on Christmas. So be sure to watch and follow. Yeah, we might do a gift card today.
Well, since we're on the Christmas spirit, I think I'm gonna change I think I'm gonna have a little more festivity in a second. So,
yeah, I'm almost pretty sure we're gonna give away a gift card on Christmas. Since I got to be on air for 2 reasons. The Steelers are playing. It's Christmas. Everybody at home.
Well, not everybody.
Well, we're not home, but it's a good day to be home.
It's always a great day to be home, people.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna go live. Don't know how long, But I believe I'm going to be giving away a gift card on Christmas Day. I believe that's what we're going to do.
I'm all for it.
But you got to be present online when I call your name, because you got to say I'm here within 2 minutes or you do not win. I'm sorry. Ask the people. They get their money now. Some take a little longer, but everybody get their money, don't they, Master T?
They do. And you definitely do have to say that you're here.
You got to say you here. Well, I will move on to the next one.
Accountable. You can say here.
That's it.
Present.
And you win.
The language you will say, Coco.
Yeah. So just go ahead on and watch. Start commenting, and you will hear us. And we'll be doing a gift card giveaway. And you got to say gift card giveaway on the video, and you're entered. So we'll probably start that on Monday. The sign-up should start Saturday. Steelers play on Saturday.
Since they're the first game. Y'all got a short week, bro.
Yeah, we do. That's all right. The Chiefs got a short week too. All right, so this is the live recap, and we will be back at you with the predictions on Tuesday, and be looking out for the Walter Payton Man of the Year clips coming to you real soon. Peace.